This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
A very good evening to you this Saturday night. I'm Evelyn Matthew and you're watching Headlines now on Ndtv-Hindu. It's a victory night again for us Chennaiites, which means it's party time for many this weekend as well. Our home IPL team, the Chennai Super Kings, have clinched victory just half an hour back and the celebrations have only begun.
Well, I have to join all the fans of the Chennai Super Kings squad and say that they are going on a roll right now. Of course, on home soil seems to be their lucky platform. We'll be bringing you all those latest updates and all the fans' reactions as well.
We'll go back to Natasha Doraisamy in just a bit. Before that, a look at our top stories this hour. Repolling ends successfully at 8 booths in 5 constituencies in Tamil Nadu. A voter turnout of 81.3% has been registered. Rebel congressmen questioned their expulsion by TNCC chief. Several factions take to the streets and burn effigies of KV Thangabalu. Pallavaram's pollution woes mount with the burning dump yard choking residents and forcing them indoors. It could take a year's wait till change comes. The city police seize illegal liquor worth 20 lakh rupees. A man is arrested and 2 more suspected.
7,875 litres of rectified spirit. They've also seized 4,068 bottles of brandy and rum.
Chennai Super Kings take down the Bangalore Royal Challengers by 21 runs and now have 2 points in the tournament. Star striker Hussey is the man of the match. And the whistle wave when songs begin. Rapster Blazes rolls out his victory anthem for the Yellow Brigade.
This right here is the Chennai Super Kings victory chant, the victory anthem. Blase and Paul J. Ndtv-Hindu.
Before we get into all of that in detail, a quick look at what else is making headlines in the rest of the country. The first meeting of the Lokpal Drafting Committee reduces friction. Citizens' representatives present a new draft with fewer sticking points. Fear among candidates in Jammu and Kashmir after a woman candidate is shot dead. Others fighting the panchayat polls in the area withdraw. 3 hospitals in a Rajasthan district are under the scanner after an RTI application exposes a uterus removal scam. Angry fans of singer Akon ransack a Pune hotel after the singer refuses to perform. After Mamta's painting exhibition, now it's Buddhadev's turn to add colour to his poll campaign with his singing skills. And Kumar Sangakkara tells NDTV that Ishant Sharma will certainly make a comeback. Talent like his cannot be discarded. Well, tonight is Chennai Super Kings and MS Dhoni's after what they made of visitors Bangalore Royal Challengers with a 21-run victory. The man who steered the batting through in the first innings, star striker of the day, Michael Hussey, has been declared the man of the match for his incredible unbeaten 83. The M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chepauk, in fact, is experiencing a festival-like atmosphere right after that win. The Yellow Brigade's Kings got cracking at the point go with Savi Jataki and Chennai lad Ravichandran Ashwin having claimed a wicket each. Randhiv and Mokal turned lucky, taking 2 wickets each, but it was Junior Chika Aniruddha Srikanth who's been on a roll at his home ground tonight. He caught out Deadly Dilshan for a duck out and the big wicket of A.B. de Villiers and also put out an end to Virat Kohli's story the same very way. This means that the Chennai Super Kings now have 2 points in their kitty in the tournament so far. Joining us live from outside the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium is our sports reporter Natasha. First off, how's the mood there? How are you celebrating? Are you whistling away tonight or are you going the blasé way?
I almost lost my voice, Evelyn, when I heard that Chennai Super Kings had won the match, of course. I had just walked out just in time, of course, to appear in front of the camera. But when I heard the entire stadium explode with excitement, of course. There was nothing like it, and this being home soil for Chennai Super Kings, it seems to be their lucky ground, and of course it has helped them, especially since it's a batting friendly wicket right here on the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium. So the fact that they put on a 184 score, 183 I beg your pardon, and a target of 184 for Royal Challengers Bangalore is something that they had already laid a foundation for themselves to win this match. Now what was left, of course, was only great bowling strength, great fielding strength, and that's exactly what they delivered. Now when we take a look at fielding in comparison to the last match versus Kings 11 Punjab, their fielding was absolutely miserable in comparison to this match, considering the fact that they had dropped many catches. Dhoni himself had dropped a catch. So this time around, there were a lot of catches caught, and also a lot of, especially by our Chennai boy himself, Aniruddha Srikanth, Chika's son himself. So as many of the fans had said here, especially a little one, which some of the viewers will definitely take a look at in a couple of minutes from now, had said that like father, like son, Aniruddha Srikanth is definitely turning out to look a little bit more prominent, especially through the IPL, so that it'll be a stepping stone for him to get into the Indian squad a little bit more prominently. But on the other hand, if you take a look at the batting section of the Royal Challengers Bangalore, it was all too late for AB de Villiers to stabilize himself, and Daniel Vittori coming all the way down the order was a little disappointing really for their side. And also the fact that this is the second time Royal Challengers Bangalore has played around with their top order, not putting their big hitting batsmen really in the top, because this is their IPL match. It is a 2020 session, whereas it is all about big hits, and this time around Royal Challengers Bangalore did not deliver on that front. So all cheers for Chennai Super Kings this time around to win again on home soil.
Right. What about the star striker of the day? Hussey seemed to be in great form today.
Yes, if it weren't for Hussey, of course, and his 81, sad enough that he didn't get his century, but in IPL it's rare to get your century, except for the likes of Sachin Tendulkar in his last match, of course. His the first century really of this IPL that he'd already scored. But Mike Hussey on 81, the foundation had already been laid by him, and the extra 100 runs which were gained by the rest of the players was more of a boost of confidence really, laid over by Mike Hussey. And then when he got out, it wasn't really a phased off session really. They were unfazed. The team was practically unfazed when they went into the rest of their innings, and the fact that they were 92 for 2 within 10 overs, that itself said enough for Chennai Super Kings in their first innings. When they were batting first, they had won the toss. That was something lucky enough for MS Dhoni, and as many of the fans would say again, it is MS Dhoni, and they would back him even though they were former supporters of any other team in the previous IPL editions. They would convert themselves completely to MS Dhoni fans because he is the World Cup winning captain. That's what many of them are saying. All support for the entire Chennai squad in terms of the spectators right here, in terms of the fans right here for MS Dhoni and Mike Hussey, of course.
Right. Where does Chennai Super Kings move on from here, and what will be some of the key points you think they will have to stress a little bit more on?
Well, Chennai Super Kings is moving on now to their next match, which is not too far away. I think it's about 6 days away, and they're facing Pune Warriors. They're not a team to take very lightly at all, considering the fact that they are led by former Punjab, Kings 11 Punjab captain Yuvraj Singh. He has been in the Indian squad and he has performed at his highest, and he has been known to lead from the front. With a captain that leads from the front, unlike Captain Cool himself, who he sort of is a great wicket-keeping captain, unlike many others that we've seen. Sangakkara is the other one that we've seen. But on the other front, really, the fact that Chennai Super Kings is going to be facing Pune Warriors is another test, really, within this IPL 4 edition. So far, their big test hasn't really faced them and hit them in the face, but right now, their next big test right now is definitely Pune Warriors in about 6 days' time, and 2 days later they play Pune Warriors again on home soil as well. Evelyn?
Right, thanks very much indeed, Natasha, for joining us with the mood out there and giving us inputs on that match as well. Now moving to the news from the state, the repolling at 8 polling stations in the state came to an end today successfully and peacefully. The final figures stand at an 81.3% voter turnout. No instances of violence or untoward incidents have been registered so far. Booths in Tirunelveli, Neyveli, Kiliyur, Thiruvaidamarudur, Arani and Bodhinaikanur constituencies witnessed the process of polling once again. It was because of malfunctioning of some of the voting machines and even poll boycott that really prompted the authorities to order today's process in the first place. Now, following the expulsion of the Congress candidates in the state, tension prevailed in T Nagar today as Youth Congress members raised slogans and took to the streets opposing KV Tangabalu's decision of having expelled the Congress candidates. Effigies of the TNCC president were also burnt in the area, and they protested against him in different other areas of the city as well, and said that the protests would go on until the Congress High Command took action against the top man.
பெரங்கம்பாடிக்கு அனுமதி கிடையாதுங்கிறது எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். அவர் இப்படி இளைஞர் காசு நிற்கலாம் அப்படி இளைஞர்கள் சிறிய வயது அவங்களாம் கோபம் சோனியா காந்தி இந்த மாதிரி போராட்டங்களை கண்டுகொண்டு உடனடியாக தாமதிக்கால் ஒரு காலம் தாமதிக்கால் தங்கப்பாலை தமிழ்நாடு கத்து உடனே நீக்கியாக வேண்டும். இதுதான் எங்களுக்கு கோரிக்கை.
Now, apart from the one-month-long wait for the results of the biggest blockbuster of polls in the state, Amma and her alliance partner Captain have been a worried lot. Both have been consistent about their demands for police protection at the booths till counting day. At separate statements, in fact, released by both of them today, they have been urging the Election Commission and the state police to act tough against the DMK men who were reportedly targeting the AIA-DMK and the DMDK cadres in what they call as a post-poll violence. Both cited instances of violence unleashed against their party cadres across the state after the 13th elections. Ms. J. Lalita has insisted for special protection for her party candidate in Aravakuruchi, alleging that a DMK candidate was plotting to kill him. Meanwhile, Captain Vijay Kant condemned the DMK men for attacking his Karaikal South candidate and has urged the police to act tough. Now, after allegations against the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry for helping India's biggest tax evader Hassan Ali, a special officer for the governor has been reportedly denying allegations that he ever aided Ali acquire a passport way back in 1997. The officer dismissed reports that when Iqbal Singh was a member of parliament, a member of his personal staff collected the passport. Reports now in fact say that the Enforcement Directorate has summoned Mr. Singh for questioning. The officer on special duty to Puducherry's Lieutenant Governor has come out with a reaction denying his higher official's role in an incident like this.
So, however, I got some statement issued by his son so in the Punjab newspaper that there is nothing true in it. It's all fabricated. So, however, there is a mention of that Amrindu Pandey, who is a very senior Congress leader from Bihar. So he was secretary, as told, he was secretary Tawadi Congress Committee at that time. So he used to come to AACC and simultaneously he used to visit LG also because MP is a public representative. So moreover, he is a grassroots Congress leader, Amrindu. So he might have brought some recommendation for this passport. And to my information, LG has not recommended his passport to the passport officer. He has sent his request that was based on health grounds, which Amrindu Pandey gave LG, as told by LG. I am talking about that basis because I am not an eyewitness to that, to be verified.
Now, the suburban police in Chennai have arrested a man who's been trading in illegal consignments of liquor in the city. After a tip-off, the men in khaki raided a warehouse yesterday in the Poonamali area and found nearly 800 litres of illicit spirit stored away in 200 containers. The consignment is said to be worth 20 lakh rupees. Police have formed teams to trace two other people believed to be involved in this illegal business.
They have seized 7,875 litres of rectified spirit. They've also seized 4,068 bottles of brandy and rum. A special team has gone to secure the remaining accused, and hopefully we'll report progress very soon. This was the storage point, so other details only investigation will reveal later what was the purpose, where it was going to be sold.
Now imagine this, parents hoping their children remain in school a little longer, not because they're naughty, but because they feel the children will have a healthier environment away from home, since their backyards are home to a huge dumping site. Well, this is the case with so many families residing in Pallavaram area, as our reporter Pratiksha Ramkumar found out.
Coming home is a nauseating, choking experience for these residents every day as they drive over the new Pallavaram flyover. For through the day, stinking garbage is burnt in the huge dump yard spread over 4.5 acres.
All chemical fumes emanating from that smoke, no, it affects them. It affects their health actually, and not able to breathe, not in coughing, sneezing, cold attacks, often cold attacks, everything.
Many playpens in the area are empty in the evenings, and not because their children are couch potatoes.
Children already summer vacation have started, so we are now forcing our children to be indoors. We are not allowing them to play down, and even within the home we are just locking the windows and we are locking the balconies, and we do not get any fresh air or some sort of this because of this issue.
The Pallavaram municipality officials say they are taking nearly every step to tackle this menace. Not only have they earmarked an area in Vedamangalam where the waste will be moved in a year's time to a solid waste management project, but for now they are planning to fix in bore wells and jetting engines which will douse out the fire from the garbage dump yard. But all this is expected to take at least a year's time. But will the municipality speed up the work so they can breathe in a clean environment? This is what residents want to know. In Chennai, Pratiksha Ramkumar for Ndtv Hindu.
Well, up ahead on the bulletin, flying with the Maharaja may no longer be a royal affair with a whole lot of guidelines playing spoil sport. Why and how, we'll tell you when we come back.